Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing on the November 5th readings, Encouraged to Change, and a Little Time for Myself. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Start with a little time for myself. Take a moment to look it over. The question of the day is, what Al-Anon principles can I apply to my finances? And the first paragraph talks about the unhealthy management of money partnered with alcoholism. And they use a really funny phrase. I'm gonna share it because it's too good. Not in a good way, but in like a really descriptive way. Multi-generational trail of scorched earth. That's how this lack of responsible money management is described. Wow, it really gives a clear picture. So in the second paragraph, it quotes Tradition 7, which is every group ought to be fully self-supporting, declining outside contributions. So this person turned around the financial situation that they experienced when they were younger. Now that they support themselves as an adult, they manage their money much better by not maintaining any debt, paying their bills, and having some savings. They're saying that they can make their own financial choices that work for them. And they can ask a professional if they need help. Today's reminder says, no matter what our financial situation, we can have gratitude for what we have, and with the help of Al-Anon and our higher power, we can manage any financial situations that may occur that make us uncomfortable. The quote is from Opening Our Hearts, Transforming Our Losses, and it talks about accepting our situation and taking steps to improve our situation. So back to the question, what Al-Anon principles can I apply to my finances? Well, I'm thinking of slogans. Easy does it. How important is it? I just think of how Al-Anon has taught me about gratitude and being thankful for the the seemingly most basic things in my life, which actually turn out to be the most important things, but how it was partially Al-Anon and partially my own personal growth that has led me to see how little I actually need to be happy and comfortable. And so when I think of the gentle guidance of Al-Anon, I also feel like that applies to how I manage my finances. I just try to be responsible, practical, sensible, caring, compassionate. I hope I'm describing that well. It's funny, I grew up, my parents divorced when I was about 10 or so, and my mother, God rest her soul, did not know how to manage money at all. And we were either okay or not okay. And as a child, I knew when we were both. I knew when things were not good. I knew when things were okay based on how my mother um, acted. Like her well being was very much attached to how she felt things were financially. And my father paid her every week child support, and she just couldn't manage the money. And on the other hand, my dad has always been extremely financially responsible. There was never a question that we would have what we needed. And like it was a very stable environment. And it all had to do with the way they each handled their money. They both technically had enough money, but they did different things with their money. Neither one of them were alcoholics. It's just the way people are. Some people can handle money and some people have a very difficult time. So I think that shaped me, along with, like I said, just the calmness and the practicality of the Al-Anon program. Just makes me feel like everything I approach is serene and manageable, and it's very comfortable for me, so I'm so grateful. How about you? What Al-Anon principles can you apply to your finances? Okay, moving on. Courage to change. I'm just going to take a minute to look it over. This has a tab too. Wow. Okay, here we go. This is about motives. It's about focusing on ourselves and what is right for us rather than focusing on controlling a situation. If we, for example, if we speak up because we're trying to express ourselves, then that's a good reason to speak up. And however it's taken is not as important, because the most important part was that we said we got out what we wanted to get out. So that's focusing on ourselves. Whereas if I choose to say something because I'm hoping for a specific outcome, if I'm hoping to get my way, if I'm hoping to control someone or control some situation, then I am setting myself up to be resentful or somehow unhappy, unsatisfied. So today's reminder is saying focusing on the actions rather than the results can help us to feel more serene. We can't control the outcome, but if we do what works for us in a way that we can feel good about, then we've done all we can. That's a really good reminder. The quote is from Martin Luther. And it says, "Even if I knew that tomorrow the world would go to pieces, I would still plant my apple tree." It's really good. I haven't mentioned it, and I wasn't sure how to handle it, but today is the elections in the United States, and I'm just praying for all of us, for peace and unity, love, compassion, and just when I say unity, I mean just the belief that we are more connected than we think. I feel like so many people are so divided, and I just hope that we can be peaceful and loving and understand that we're all connected. So can't control it. I can only do my part. Same with you. So we'll close out with the serenity prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.